Welcome back, everyone. Today we are making apple cider donuts. Now, apple cider donuts are my favorite types of donuts, or one of my favorites, I should say. And you're gonna start off by taking a little sip of your cider, make sure it's good.
Very tasty.
You're gonna start off with 1.5 cups or 400 milliliters of apple cider. Now you're gonna take that and reduce it till it's about a third of what it was originally. Be patient because it takes about 20 minutes.
A few minutes later.
Again, once that has reduced to about a third of what it was, or 130 milliliters, you're gonna take that, set it aside, and let it cool. Now for the fun part. Fun part. Grab 1 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of nutmeg, and a couple of other spices that we're gonna get to as well. Like cardamom, brown sugar, vanilla extract, buttermilk, you know, the typical. Now, as we approach making the rest of these donuts, I will say that please do better than me and actually let your butter sit out and get to room temperature, because I did not. So now I'm gonna teach you how to get your butter to room temperature quickly, because I was dealing with a short time frame here. And to do that, you're gonna cut your butter into small cube-like pieces like this. Not a tower like I'm doing, but you know, small pieces. And you'll grab them and then cut them into cubes and then just let them sit out for about 15-20 minutes. And then it actually will become soft at room temperature in about 30 minutes or so. Now, once your butter has actually got to room temperature, you can actually turn on your stand mixer and begin incorporating all of your dry ingredients. And then slowly add in your sugar, brown sugar, eggs, softened butter, buttermilk, vanilla extract, you know, all of the wet ingredients that you're always supposed to add at this point. And finally, we slowly add in our apple cider. I do suggest pouring this in slow so everything mixes homogeneously, but do as you please. I won't be there to coach you through it. If you do all of that right, you'll probably be much faster than me, and you can do it in about 10 to 15 minutes, I'd say. Now, once you actually have your dough made, roll it out into a little bit of a, I guess you could say a circle, is this what it is? And then let it chill in the fridge for about 30 minutes, just so it can have some form factor to itself. Once your dough is chilled properly, you're gonna take it out and roll it out again to about 3/4 of an inch or half an inch thick and about 1.5 feet in diameter. Now grab your cookie cutters, one for your donut and one for the donut hole. This is important because we're gonna have 2 pieces of this. First, you start with your actual donut shape, and then you'll go in with the donut hole after that. And give it a little shake and a twist like this, do better than me, and it should come out and fall pretty easily. So then you'll pull out your donut hole and you'll have a bunch of donuts just like this in donut holes. Now, I actually did make a mistake when I filmed this, and you see those donut holes on the left over there? You know, down there on the bottom left of my cutting board? Well, I decided to actually roll them up into little balls, and in reality, I probably should have just left them alone. But that's okay. That was the least of my worries, to be honest, when I was making this. And they still turned out pretty well. Now you're probably thinking, this is not an apple cider donut. You're right, it's not. This is a maple apple cider old fashioned, and it pairs perfectly with apple cider donuts. I actually wasn't gonna add this portion to the video because I didn't think anybody would want it. And as I'm saying this, I still don't think anyone wants it. But if you want it, let me know in the comments below, and I'll post it on the website for you as well. Now when you're frying your donuts, you'll fry them on each side for about 2 to 3 minutes until they're puffed up and about golden brown or slightly past that color, just like this. And while they're still hot, you're gonna toss them in your cinnamon sugar coating, which is half a cup of granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and try and do better than me because it was really hot and it kind of burnt my fingertips. And truthfully, I don't know any other way to do it better. So if you do know how to do it better, please let me know again in the comments. And when it's all said and done, you should have a bunch of apple cider donuts and apple cider donut holes. And let me tell you, these turned out so perfect, so delicious. They were warm, velvety, had this perfect crunch, but really soft on the inside. Comment if you have any questions. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next week, everyone.